All right, you're on.
All right. Hi, Donnie. I can't believe you're ready for retirement. It was yesterday that you were teaching me when we used to go out to the poor kids to do the dentistry for them. And here we are at another stage of our lives. It was great knowing all these years and hopefully be friends for many more to come. Lots of luck in your new vocation.
Steven?
Donnie, you're a quitter. You're getting out much too early. The best part is yet to come. But hopefully you're going to have more time to play golf, and we'll get to play golf together more frequently. So lots of luck, and we'll see you around.
Hi, Don. I remember you from so far back when we were in the Scarlet Key together at McGill, and I know that you've had a long and historied career, and I wish you all the best in your retirement. Remember, you're not retired, you're just retarded. Take care.
Hi, Don. I'll always be eternally grateful to you. You were one of my favorite instructors in dental school, and you helped me so much when I graduated from school that you actually got me an associateship with John Vincelli, and I had the privilege of working with you for a year. You're a tremendous person, always very helpful, and best of luck in all your future endeavors.
Well, Don, you're finally retiring, and you deserve it. You've worked hard. In fact, you were one of my instructors back in dental school in second year. And for whatever reason, you were kind of critical of my bridge, but that's fine. I had such a tremendous respect for you, both as a clinician and as a person, that on completion of my dental training, my mother needed some work. I referred her to you, if you remember. She loved being treated by you. You treated her wonderfully, and it all stood up. And so I think that was the highest compliment I can give to you, and I've enjoyed knowing you ever since. And over the years, including that one time when you were sitting at a cafe on the lake shore, and I drove by with my buddy Tom in the little Porsche, and I couldn't drive it because I had broken my collarbone, but Tom was driving. So Donnie, I only wish you well in the future, and happy golfing.
Yeah, all right, okay. Well, Donnie, hello. I guess I'm here to say thank you for many years of help. You've been a gentleman and a wonderful clinician. And I don't know if you remember this, but I want to bring you back to about 1983. And I had just graduated and joined the Montreal Dental Club. And this was one of my first really welcoming experiences in dentistry. And we were at the Mount Stephen Club, Montreal Dental Club meeting, and we were at Mount Stephen Club. And we had the meeting, and we were in this room in the front of the Mount Stephen Club, this beautifully decorated room with all of this ornate woodwork, and there was a small intimate group. It was Hank Smart and John Vincelli and Lindsay Marcells and you and I. And you welcomed me into this group, and we had this marvelous discussion about orthodontics and occlusion, and it was fantastic. I just was so excited because I was just a new graduate, and here I was with these really bright guys talking about some really cool stuff. And so I never thanked you for that, but that was a really wonderful, welcoming experience that I had. And there was sort of a lesson also that I learned in that meeting. And, we, in that group of people, we're the last two men standing. Because within a year, or a year and a half, Hank Smart had died, Lindsay Marcells had died, and John Vincelli had died. They had just retired. So I learned that retirement is really dangerous. Donnie, don't do it. Don't go there. It's dangerous. You're taking your life in your hands, man. So I'm just encouraging you to think twice. That's all.
Keep your feet wet.
Keep your feet wet.
Yeah.
Thanks, Don.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hello, Don. What a pleasure it is for me to say a few words on this occasion of your retirement. I'm so accustomed to you introducing me that I will not make a mistake introducing you. I wish you well. You've been a good friend, and I wish you a happy retirement. Thank you.
Hi, Donnie. You know what, Claudia, when she asked me to say something about you in the midst of your soon-to-be retirement, it was a pleasure. And of course, I think of you. I think of the nice guy, the good guy, the always happy guy, the guy that loves to laugh. But my first experience with you is when you and Jack, when Claudia and I were in a residency, you told me that you would have liked to have me as your associate at that point. And Jack had told me also that he would have preferred to have Claudia as his associate at that point. But how funny that the paths crossed and we ended up associating together and working and collaborating together, but never really working next to you. I think you had the better deal by having Claudia with you. But you know what? Your career has been phenomenal. You've been an inspiration to myself, and I know to a lot of other people and past residents. So I want to thank you for your example of how it is to be a professional and how it is to be a good guy. And I wish you happiness. I wish you long life, and man, keep rocking till the end. Bye. Take care. Congrats.
So Donnie, I think ortho started here and ends here. I have a vision of you. Wait a minute. How's that vision? Wait a minute. Very keen orthodontist arriving at Dave Flam's office. We gave him a little wooden desk, a little wooden chair, and let's not forget the x-rays that you scanned and traced every day. I learned so much about the roots of teeth and people's profile. It's served me for my whole life. Thank you for that. I think one of the things, though, I really have to share with you, Donnie, is how much grateful I am for your keenness of teaching and also of learning. American board exams. Before there was word processing, liquid paper, thank you. But on a serious note, learning and teaching. Fridays used to make us come into the office and I would think, I gotta go listen to him again. But I think it's one of the biggest gifts you gave me is your the importance of learning and how you pushed us out of the box to learn more. Obviously, it was to help you with your practice, but I think on a personal note, it helped me gain confidence as a young person to be able to go along with my own life, and that's a gift I've kept forever, and I cherish that. So I wish you well in whatever mountains you climb, whatever hills you ski, and stay healthy and have fun.
So my favorite story, Donnie, that I tell everyone when I talk about you, is that time when I was a resident, when we first met. And I'm sitting down, I'm nervous about ortho because I didn't feel like I'd gotten much orthodontic training at school. And you're always worried about the big shot specialists that come in, the orthodontist, the periodontist, those kind of guys. And you come in and you asked me to bend a wire for a patient. I think we're uprighting a molar. I don't want to get into that technical details too much. And you come and you sit down next to me with the patient and you say, okay, Luki, here's what we're going to do. And that taught me things right there. First of all, treat your patients like they're human as well as the person you're working with. Make it a comfortable environment and no formalities. You're talking to the patient at the same time as you're dealing with me so the patient knows that we're involved. And then you proceed in your eloquent self to explain to the patient how fortunate they are that I'm taking care of them. All the while explaining to me how the way I bent the wire and what I had done was exactly the opposite of what you had asked me to do. So I'm standing there and you finish and you rebend the wire and you insert it and you tell the patient you are such a lucky person to have Luki Prevo taking care of you. And she stands up and she thinks she's got the greatest treatment ever, and I'm standing there with my puzzled look going, he just made me look great for doing exactly the wrong treatment. And I always appreciate that, and I think I've always used that in talking with my residents afterwards and the people I deal with to make sure that they are comfortable whenever they have to deal with a professional. And I hope that I've been able to do it the same way you have for all those years. And for that, I thank you. And furthermore, I thank you for one more thing, which is introducing me to your brother, of course, because I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for you. You said to me, Luki, as you love to call me, Luki. You said, Luki, I think you and my brother John would get along just great. And so you introduced me to John, and him and I started working together. And lo and behold, I'm still here, and I have now been at 17112 Chemin Saint-Marie longer than John Taylor was, and obviously now possibly longer than Don Taylor was. And I want to thank you for that, because I pretty much owe everything in terms of my career and my success and my happiness and my finding a place to work that I really enjoy to you, Donnie. And I want to thank you, my friend, for your guidance, for your help, and for fixing my golf swing whenever I need to. And hopefully we'll get out there soon and play again. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Hi, Don, from your old fishing buddy, Rick. Remember our years at Green Lake? I think all the times we were up there, you beat me 1 fish to 0. Hopefully our orthodontic and surgical skills were better than our fishing skills. All the best, and what I want to say about you, Don, is that you were always so positive about your patients. It's a pleasure to work with you, and of course you have great hair. All the best, Rick.
Okay, this is about my friend Don Taylor. We met in September 1962, and he hasn't changed his mannerisms. He came into the class, he said, "Hi, Don Taylor, how are you? Hi, how are you? How are you, Don Taylor?" There's something very annoying about him because he's much too happy. Now, he tells me he's not on drugs, but I have a suspicion either that or something happened. He maybe took a fall when he was younger. Something like that. Roses crack up, but he's really, honestly, way too happy for a normal dentist, because most of them are depressed or depressing. Anyway, Don and I are planning our class's 50th, and he's very happy to do it. We work really well together. We're very good friends in spite of his constant happiness. And that, you know, being Jewish, there's a little sort of guilt thrown in, and you don't feel so good, and this hurts, and that. Now, everything's okay with him. But Don, you deserve your retirement. Make sure you stay away from Lee for a significant amount of time, and the two of you will get on beautifully. And Revan, I love you, and you know we care for you, and let's keep planning many more parties together. Cheers.
So, hi, Don. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay, Don? I know you're not getting any younger. No, just kidding. I was trying to think about how I could roast you, Don, and the one thing that comes to mind is this move you have. You know, you like to go like this, and you say, you know, the thing about this guy and about this thing, and you're always smiling. Don, it's Sunday afternoon, and I dragged my ass over here to say a few words about you because I love you. And I was thinking about our interactions, and the first time that I met you, Don, was in 1990 at the Royal Vic. And you probably don't remember this, but I was a GPR resident under Eric Miller, and you were an attending staff, and I heard about this guy, Don Taylor, who was an orthodontist, and I was like, wow. And the guy played varsity football and varsity hockey, and as a varsity athlete, I was extremely impressed, so I was looking forward to meeting you. And I think it was a Friday, I'm not sure what day it was, but I walked into the clinic, and I was wearing my lab coat over a very heavy cotton polo, long sleeve shirt with a tie. And our first interaction, or your first words to me were, "Hi, I'm Don Taylor." But other than that, you came up to me and you said, "Listen, kid, if you're going to wear the tie, wear it right or take it off." And I remember being absolutely crushed by this. But I've gotten over that since then. Not gotten over it. I've been thinking a lot about you, Don, and thinking about what I would say to you in this little blurb. And the things that I think about, or the words that come to mind when I think about you, Don, are how successful you've been in your career, and I'll tell you why I think that's the case, and what an incredibly positive influence you've had on me personally from a selfish point of view in my career. I've been a student of yours, we've collaborated professionally, and you've worked with me as I was chief of a department, and in all of those three capacities, I've been truly blessed to have the opportunity to interact with you, and I think, you know, when I think about, I don't like talking about retirement because it has such a finite ending appeal to it. And what I want to share with you, Don, is one of the reasons I find that you've been and you continue to be such a successful professional individual, is that the work that you do and the influence that you've had resonates way beyond what you do with your own two hands and your one-on-one interaction with people. Because of your teaching, because of your personality, because of your perfectionist nature, the influence that you've had, the words that you've chosen, and the attitude that you represent to the outside world, to people that you interact with professionally and as friends, I think will resonate for much longer than you think with your environment. And so you've had a very positive influence on the world around you, and I can attest to that. So I want to wish you well in your retirement. I hope we continue to get to see each other, and I look forward to seeing you up at Tremblant. Remember? Thank you.
How was dinner tonight?
Great. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I had a good time.
It was nice. People we were with were really good. Were really nice people.
What do you think of Don Taylor?
Who?
Don Taylor.
You mean Donnie?
Donnie, yeah, Donnie.
Donnie, nice guy. Why
Yeah.
do you ask?
Well, I think he's a nice guy too. He's
I
done a
know.
lot of good things. A lot
Yeah.
of people know him. Superstar football player.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, I watched this game.
I have the
Tonight,
rumor
actually, you know.
What was
I think he's retiring. Could it be?
Don's retiring?
I can't see Don not holding his clothes.
I saw him at a Halloween party. I see him at all parties. Don's not retiring.
Nah, no
Is
way. There's no way he's retiring.
Well, actually, he is. So, Donnie, we just heard the great news, and as difficult as it may be for me to think of Donnie not doing ortho, I think this is going to give you plenty of time to do all the things that you've probably always wanted to do but never got around to. So, Donnie, let us wish you lots of health, happiness, and may this be the start of many, many new adventures. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, Don. Many good things. Now you have a lot of time to golf.
Walk the dog.
Walk the dog.
Walk the dog. Walk the dog.
Walk the dog.
-20 storm.
It's going to be great, Don. We're going to miss you all, but I'm sure we'll see you at functions, parties, with your jovial smile all the time. Cheers, Don.
Cheers, Don.
Hi, Dr. Taylor. I just want to say what a pleasure it has been working with you, and how much I love repositionings at 4 o'clock, which are kind of accidentally on purpose, and we've really enjoyed that, and we're going to miss that.
Who's next?
I'll be next. It's been an awesome ride. Thanks for everything. Thanks for teaching me so many things, and mostly all the life lessons that you taught me in your funny, quirky, lovely way. Love you.
He loves you back, I'm sure. Anybody else?
Yes.
Oh, wait, I'm coming. There you go.
AT, I'd like to start off by saying, thank God you hired me. You've been a boss who has empowered me with incredible ortho knowledge. A friend, I will miss you dearly. Cleaning your glasses, giving you snacks, and hearing you call me kid. I'm blessed to have known an amazing person like you who wears his heart on his sleeve. It has been an honor and a privilege to have worked with you. Thanks for all the memorable years. Cherish and enjoy this chapter of your life. Love you.
Yay!
I'll be next. AT. Hopefully I can read my own writing. I came into this office, it was January 2003, shy, timid, maybe a little bit intimidated.
Not like that anymore.
Quentin.
No dental knowledge. Today, loud, obnoxious, some knowledge of ortho, and I tend to make a habit of cutting everybody off, specifically you, and every chance I can get. And you can say I'm probably a pain in your butt. Good luck on this next chapter of your life. You'll be dearly missed. It will be our loss. It'll be our loss, but it'll be a gain for your family, especially your grandkids and your buddies on the golf course. Love you.
Yay. Anybody else?
Anybody else want to say?
Well, I want to share a memory that I think we can all kind of laugh about. Dr. Taylor's always taken some wonderful trips. but we never knew what kind of shape you would come back in. What injury, who broke what, the phoning ending up in the lake, glasses on the ski hill, camera. So it was always great to see you go, but even better to see you come back in one piece the times that it did happen.
That's so true.
Yeah, that's very true.
Sylvia? Anyway, yes, Rachel?
So, hi, Dr. T. I want to say how sweet you are, a doctor, and I'm glad to see like patients coming back, and they were kids when they come back, and now it's their kid coming back with them, and I feel that you're a person that is very warm, and I will miss you a lot, and congratulations for all those years that you give in orthodontics. You're very interesting, and I will miss you.
Hi, Dr. T. Congratulations on this next step of your life. I always heard such good things of you when I was working for other orthodontists, and I said, one day I want to go work with Dr. Taylor. So here I am. And
Nice to meet you.
I love the 12 years that I've been here with you. Love your jokes, and every time I get a dirty joke, I love sending it to you. So I'll keep sending some. Congratulations.
Hi, Dr. T. We didn't have a chance to work together, but I'm enjoying working with you when you are there, and I'm happy to see how everybody are together to do that, and how everybody loves you, how you work, everything. When I look through the patient, the way they're acting with you, so I'm happy to have to change to work with you sometimes, so we'll see how it goes.
Don't hide, Quentin.
Hi, Dr. Taylor. Thanks again for everything, for starting me out here and keeping me on. Don't know why, but the angle I remember most of all, and I still have those boxes at my apartment right now with all the memories of the association. But apart from that, you taught me a lot in Alto, and just have fun on the lake. That's all I have to say. Thanks again.
Is that everybody?
We love you, Donnie!
Okay, everyone's gone now.
So Donnie,
we can
now that
really
the
talk
kids
for
are
real.
gone, are you really gonna miss it?
Oh God!
The spit, the blood, getting your gloves caught in the brackets,
all those,
the ghost showing up late, the neurotic patients.
Oh, neurotic parents!
The
Oh
insides
my
of
God.
edges that are not
Perfect. Perfection.
So,
Look here.
I don't think anyone's gonna miss it, right, Donnie? Hey, enjoy, knock yourself out,
Enjoy.
and happy retirement.
And keep in touch.
Hi, Donnie. As you know, I love doing this. There's a reason why every time we have any get-together with the staff or with anybody that I always kind of hide behind you and I get you to do all the talking because I just love doing this. I've thought about this long and hard, and I really don't know where to begin. It's been many years that we've worked together, and I'm not going to say publicly how many years because then my whole story about me being 36 doesn't quite work out because no one's going to believe that I was an orthodontist at 17 years old. But anyways, all I want to say is it's been a hoot working with you for all these years. We've laughed together, we've given each other advice, sometimes good, sometimes bad. We've been frustrated together and at each other, but we always left work having things resolved. I remember many times, walking into the office at the end of the day and saying, we need to talk, and your shoulders would just slouch down every now and then and say, what did I do now? I think I love that the best about you, the fact that you were always so open to discuss anything or any issue that may have come up. We also were pretty good about giving each other space when we needed it. But most of all, we shared a passion for what we do and the people that we do it with and the people that we do it for. And that was really, I think, where we clicked and we connected from day one. For many years, our office had our desks where we faced each other. And for many years, I sat down, with us making phone calls or talking things over or reviewing cases. I looked at you year after year, silently filling in your charts, and every now and then as you're writing your charts, just saying, open a bit, which became really a famous thing in our office. I don't know how much you know, we talked about that and laughed with you. As the rookie on board early on, I always tried to be so professional and to explain things, and I'd be in consults drawing joints and muscles and explaining things to patients in such detail. And sometimes you would come along and see a patient, like a patient with a TMD issue. And I remember once you walked up the hall in our original office on Lansdowne, and you had said to this patient that kept coming every second day for her TMD and saying, "Come, my little nut, what problem do you have today? Come and share your story with me." And as we all cringed in the background when you said this, she just laughed and sat down. You did nothing. She walked away feeling better. And that really, in essence, is who you are. Another time early on, I sat in on a consult with you. You were talking to this very elegant Parisian woman who worked for the consulate, and she was always flying in and out of France. And you sat there in your very, very fluent French and said to her, you know, "Vous savez quel est le problème avec les Français?" And so she leans over with her perfectly manicured hand and she goes, "Mais quel est le problème?" And you said, "Les Français!" And you started howling and I froze. I was about to open the door to let her out, sure that she was going to storm out of there. And for a second she didn't quite know what to do, and then she started laughing and found it hysterical, never walked out of the office, and sat there and got treated by you. So that is really what your charisma really brings out in people. Nobody takes offense to things that you say when you're kind of off the cuff like that. So thank you for a great ride. Thank you for all these years of being my best friend, my mentor, my partner, my family. I've sat through years of many Italian jokes, and now with the new rookie coming on board, I'm going to have to brush up on my Jewish jokes so that I can return the favor. I love you very much. Don't disappear, stick around, come around, and we'll have many happy and memorable moments to share in the future. Love you, Donnie. Love you too, Lee. Bye.